going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Got it. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Klubnik. He's got him. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Klubnik. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Man, listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
So now it's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Try to get it to the edge. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg. Oh, they're after him. And it falls incomplete, and the grasp.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. They'll try the toss to the left. Turning on the Jets. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Gonna run it. It's Peoples. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Looking to pass, it's Sayin. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And here's the return. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Corners are going to bail. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. He's loose down the left side. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Clemson. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism of save a few yards of field position. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Handoff from the gun. Fights off the defender. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop them on third down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
I know talking to this quarterback, he hates when his offense punts. He always wants to stay on the field, especially after the first drive where you score a touchdown. You want to stay out there. Even though you're in the own end of the field, you can see him gesturing to his head coach. Let's go. Keep us on. We can go get this.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Special teams.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Powell, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. With the catch, it's Tate. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back has it. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Right down the middle. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now facing a third and long. Quarterback keeps it. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They boot it away on fourth down. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Using his legs, it's Davidson. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. On the move at the 30. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out when they slip in the run game and the good passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Tigers have this offense rolling. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll give it to the back. He's in open space downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. It's Williams.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Pulls it in. It's Davidson. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Not a chance. Missed it. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to adjust the pattern. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. To the air on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. This time he's got his man. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on FK if they can stop him on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And that'll do it. Here in the 2nd quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Clemson will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Here's the pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Got it in the middle. It's Smith. There he goes. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wants to go up top on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They take the lead with the 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Clemson jumps to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll send the back in motion. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. The quick out. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always...
Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in down the middle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
To the air, it's Sayin. Rushes on him. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Paul? When it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Steps away to find some room. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. And the Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Using his legs, it's Davidson. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball...
Into the end zone he goes! Touchdown, Tigers! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Pucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Unleashes one. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and go, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted.
And I'll tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job on the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He caught it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
21.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Sayed. Gets it out fast. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Off the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown Buckeyes. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point. And really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Klubnik. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. What a nice play. And even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it clicking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
give to the back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Good, right down the boulevard. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Motion from the wide receiver. The corners are walked up tight. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
And that's a big stop by this defense. And now, man, this is decision time. If it's at the 5, if it's at the 10, I'm kicking the field goal, tying this thing up. But so close to the goal line, do you want to roll the dice to still maybe take the lead in the 4th quarter here?
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. To throw, it's Klubnik. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Now for the extra point try late in the game.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Yeah, that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got him this time. At the 40, there he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Smith. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Ohio State! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Off the boot, looking for his man. He's taking a deep shot. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Back to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. Caught at the 25. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football, but there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
How about that critical moment in the fourth quarter? He hasn't really had a lot of success on the ground, but you put the ball in his hands. It's a pass play. You want to throw it, but he makes a very good decision. He tucks it. He gets the first down. That's a
touchdown, Clemson. They move on top here in the fourth.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside give. At the 35, he's open. Wide open spaces. Lots of running room. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Catch in the middle. It's Davidson. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers.